The Yankee season has come to an end courtesy of a 5-2 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays, as the Blue Jays will advance to the ALCS to play either the Seattle Mariners or the Detroit Tigers, who are going to have a Game 5 on Friday, as Detroit won today. So they had pushed that thing to a Game 5 back in Seattle. But the Yankees lost exactly how you would expect the Yankees to lose, because it's how the Yankees have lost over the past couple seasons, with trash-ass defense. Trash freaking defense. And tonight, it was in the form of Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm and his trash-ass defense. Cam Schlittler pitched his ass off again. You couldn't have expected a replication of the Boston Red Sox Game 3, but he pitched one hell of a game. And through 5 innings, he had a 1-1 game. 1-1 game. He gave him a run in the first. Yankees tied up on a homer by Ryan McMahon in the third. And in the 5th inning, the defense abandons him. Jazz Chisholm. Clement leads off with a single to left. And with nobody out, a ball that was hit where Jazz Chisholm should have been lined up, because you're playing for a double play. Instead, he's pulled so far over to right field, to the right side of the diamond, that he couldn't make an easy play that would have been an easy double play ball. Perfectly hit double play ball. Cam Schlittler actually moves his glove out of the way because he presumes that his second baseman is lined up properly. So Jazz Chisholm is playing so far over to the right that the ball that's hit close to second base, if he's played properly, is a double play ball. It was obvious that Schlittler thought his second baseman was playing there because it's double play depth, man on first. Makes sense, right? Makes sense, right? Not to Jazz Chisholm, because Jazz Chisholm plays every game like he's so cool, like he's smooth. He has that attitude that he's a cool guy. And cool guys lose. They lose. Jazz Chisholm earlier in the game has a double play ball where if he's running, he's safe at first and avoids double play. But because Jazz Chisholm is jogging, he's out at first. That's how Jazz Chisholm plays baseball. And that's why Jazz Chisholm doesn't belong in New York City. There's a bunch of guys that I'm going to be talking about tonight in this video. But right there, that causes Schlittler to give up a run, because now you have first and third. Springer comes to the plate, hits a sac fly. Then Schlittler, so it's 2-1. Then he gets a ground out, fielder's choice, and then a strikeout, and the inning's over. So he's only down 2-1, but it happened because his defense failed him. And then in the 7th, that's when all of it went to hell. Oh, but let's not get there yet. Let's go back to Jazz Chisholm, because in the 6th, the Yankees have first and second based on walks to Judge intentionally and a walk by Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm comes up down 2-1. You need Jazz Chisholm, who should be a spray hitter and a guy who chokes up on the bat, but instead he's always trying to hit a home run on every swing. And of course, he either hits a ground ball out, strikes out, pops up, or hits a homer. It's one of those three always, and it's never the hit. It's never the 2-out hit that you need. So, ground out the second, inning's over, and Jazz Chisholm is back at it again. Now we go into the 7th inning. It's still 2-1. It's still a game. Still have a chance. And Jazz Chisholm, after a foul out, Clement singles to right. Clement was a nightmare. Holy Lord, that guy was a goddamn nightmare. Jimenez hits a sharp grounder, right to Jazz Chisholm. Should be an inning-ending double play. Instead, Jazz Chisholm, and his lazy attitude and how he plays in the field, his laissez-faire approach, doesn't fucking field the ball. It bounces right past him into the outfield, and you have first and third, and nobody out. And 1 out, and that's the end of Cam Schlittler. Now, I wouldn't have pulled Cam Schlittler there. I don't agree with Aaron Boone's decision to pull Schlittler there because at that point, Schlittler was still pitching well. It wasn't his fault that happened. And he'd only thrown 88 pitches. So, yeah, I would have left him in there. Didn't have the biggest problem, though, with him bringing in Devin Williams. Devin Williams gets an out, gets George Springer to strike out, which you think, oh, that's great. But then he gives up a 2-out single to Luke's, and it's 4-1. And that's your ball game. That is the ball game right there in a nutshell. In a nutshell. There's another couple of goats in the negative way on this roster. Anthony Volpe. Strikeout. Oh, after strikeout, after strikeout. My God, if I see that guy in a Yankee uniform next year, I'm gonna cry. That means you have failed in the front office to bring that dude back. He is awful. He's awful. Go find a real shortstop, a professional Major League Baseball shortstop. Not go hope that a guy who's a prospect is the guy. No, get a real shortstop. Get a real one. One that actually hits for contact. Because Anthony Volpe, all 5'8" of him, that's about how big he really is. 175 pounds, maybe. This guy thinks he's a home run hitter. He refuses to choke up on the bat. He refuses to protect the plate. He refuses to spray singles. He wants to be a home run hitter. Well, you're a 210 hitter because you try to play that way. Sorry, that's who you are. And he struck out 11 of 15 at-bats in the series. 11 of 15 at-bats. He was 1 for 15 with 11 Ks. That's a disgrace. You don't belong in Major League Baseball if you're playing that bad. You're not a pro. You're not a pro. So in the 7th inning, Goldschmidt walks, Austin Wells flies out to center, and of course Anthony Volpe strikes out swinging. Rosario comes up to hit for McMahon. He gets a single. And of course, Grisham, another complete fucking colossal failure in the playoffs. Fouls out, innings over. Once again, men on second base, 2 out. You can't get a big hit. Because we have a lineup filled with strikeout merchants and strikeout merchants and pop fly guys. They're always trying to hit a homer. Always trying to hit a homer. And then you got the 8th inning. Judge strikes out swinging. I mean, they're now 5-1 at this point. They're down 5-1 realistically. So that was a little bit disappointing how he started the inning, but I can't get on Judge. Judge did everything he could. He got a hit. He got a couple of hits tonight. Was it a couple of hits? Yeah, he hit a single in the 9th to make it 5-2. Hit the ball. I mean, literally, it was a foot from being a 2-run homer. He had a hit early in the game. He singled in the 1st. But of course, the guys around him don't do shit. Bellinger doesn't do shit. Stanton doesn't do shit. Grisham doesn't do shit. They're a bunch of shitbirds. They're a bunch of shitbirds. Look at the next inning. Chisholm strikeout. Wells strikeout. Volpe strikeout. I mean, shitbird city. Shitbird city. The 3rd inning. Grisham. McMahon homers to lead off, ties the game. Grisham strikes out. Judge hits an absolute frozen rope up the middle. And the guy, which is where Jazz Chisholm should have been playing, or close to it, stands right there. The ball caught him. I mean, it was an absolute missile. Now, this is the play in the 4th. Stanton walks, and Chisholm immediately grounds into double play, but jogs to first and ends any chance of a rally. You can go through this damn entire game. So the 8th inning, Judge strikes out. Bellinger pops out. Again, Bellinger, another useless motherfucker in the playoffs. Stanton finally gets a single. Oh, my God. Chisholm walks. Rice walks. He's hitting for Goldschmidt. And Wells swings at the first motherfucking pitch after Ben Rice walks to load the bases. Swings at the first motherfucking pitch and basically pops out to left field. I mean, the baseball IQ of these guys is in the toilet. They're dumb baseball players. They're lousy in the field. They're not situational. They strike out a truckload. And if they're not hitting home runs, they're basically trash. The problem is in the playoffs, you're playing the best teams. You cannot have strikeout city. You have to hit the ball. You have to make contact. And they don't make contact enough. They do not make contact enough. Ninth inning, Dominguez pinch hits for Volpe. Think about that. Now we finally pinch hit for Volpe. Jason Dominguez, who's been relegated to being a bum. I'll tell you what, if Jason Dominguez is not given a real opportunity to start next year, I'm going to have a real problem. I'm going to have a real problem because I'm sick and tired of watching guys who can't hit and are not good enough fielding wise to make the difference up for me. But Dominguez hits a rope for a double to center. Rosario flies out. Grisham once again. Grisham grounds out to first. Useless. Judge then hits a rope to the wall for a single, and Dominguez scores, and that's the score. 5-2 in the first. Bellinger finishes the game striking out on a pitch down and away. This series, I know what I said, and I still believe what I said. I still believe the Yankees roster. If you were to pick a roster, you would pick the Yankees roster. You would not expect the Yankees 3 starting pitchers, their 3 best pitchers, to all, well, 2 of them to be terrible in Fried and Rodon. Schlittler pitched great today. He took the loss, but he pitched great today. He gave up 2 earned runs. Jazz Chisholm gave up 2 unearned runs. Hell, Jazz Chisholm gave up an earned run also with his positioning. Can't even blame Boone on this one, although I think Boone should be fired. I'm sick of Aaron Boone. I'm sick of him. The fact that Anthony Volpe played that whole game makes me ill. It makes me ill. Like stomach-inducing, nausea-inducing shit. Watching that guy play baseball makes me want to cry. Clay Bellinger was horrible. Trent Grisham was horrible. Giancarlo Stanton, horrible. Austin Wells, largely trash. Volpe, horrendous. 5 guys in your lineup that, and Jazz Chisholm, realistically, outside of that homer he hit in game 3, was trash also. It was terrible. It was terrible. You look at the box scores. Trent Grisham hit 138. Bellinger, 214. Stanton, 192. Chisholm, 182. Ben Rice, 222. Austin Wells, 227. Anthony Volpe, 192. This is the playoffs. This isn't just the series. This is the playoffs. In this series, Anthony Volpe, that motherfucker, that piece of shit, hit .066. 0.06. Ryan McMahon was 286. I mean, he and Judge hit 500. Judge hit 500 in the playoffs. I'm thankful he had his moment yesterday because if he hadn't, people would be shredding him. The guy was 2 for 4 with a walk in 5 plate appearances. On base 3 times. No one else hit the fucking ball. He has the third of their hits tonight. His slugging is almost 700. His on base 581. Like I feel bad for Aaron Judge. He got to play with these morons and chumps around him. They suck. They suck. And this is the roster that Aaron Boone says is the best roster he's had. Well, if that's the case, Aaron Boone, you should be fired. You have no business managing this team anymore if that's the best roster that you've had, which I disagree with. I disagree with that. That's it. You're not going to tell me that the roster this year was better than the roster last year with Juan Soto. It's not remotely close. It's not remotely close. If we got Aaron Judge this year, last year, the Yankees were the world champions last year. They're the world champions. But because you didn't, you're not. And this year you get this, and nobody else performs. Last year, Stanton performed. This year, fucking invisible. This year, useless. Like this series, hell, against Boston, he had one hit and 11 at bats. This series, he was 4 for, I'm guessing, probably 17 from what it looks like. It's terrible. And a shit ton of strikeouts. Grisham, atrocious. Grisham was 0 for 5 today. This series, he was 2 for 17. 2 for 17. 4 for 29 in the playoffs. Horrendous. Clay Bellinger, another bum. Yeah, you're a bum, dude. You're supposed to be a contact hitter. You struck out a lot. You struck out way too much for my blood, or you made shit contact. 2 Ks on Sunday. He didn't have any yesterday. Today, he sure as shit did. Today, he sure as hell did. 2 strikeouts today. 4 strikeouts in 4 games. This guy goes 2 for, Jesus Christ. 2 for 15? No, I'm sorry, 2 for 16? 2 for 16 in this series. It's an abomination. It's horrendous. I'm sorry. No, he wasn't 2 for 16. 4 for 16. Trash. Just trash, bro. No, I'm sorry. Was it 4 for 16? Yeah, 4 or 4. Yeah, 4 for 16. I mean, you got nothing from these guys. You got nothing. This guy didn't do anything for a month. Yankees, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see Anthony Volpe back in a Yankee uniform. I don't want to see Austin Wells back in a Yankee uniform. I don't want to see Jazz Chisholm back in a Yankee uniform. I wish we had Gleyber Torres right now. That's how much. I mean, if that's what I'm going to get on defense, I might as well have a guy that can hit the ball. I know Chisholm hits home runs, but Gleyber Torres doesn't hit 230. Gleyber Torres does not hit 230. And Gleyber Torres, guess what? He's still playing right now. The Tigers are still in the playoffs. They may not win, but they're still in the playoffs. You could give me Gleyber Torres back for over Jazz Chisholm and his fake numbers. Like, no problem. The bullpen has to be fucking completely revamped. I like the way Devin Williams pitched in the end of the season. I would keep him. I like Bednar. I like Bednar. I like him. I like Bednar and Williams. I like Cruz. Beyond that, the rest of those guys, whatever, they can all go. I love our starting pitching rotation. I love it. I think we have a great starting rotation. It just went bad in the wrong time. It went bad the wrong time. And the Blue Jays cashed in, and they earned it. And Vladimir Guerrero was killing it. Clement was killing it. You want to know how bad it is? I don't even know what Clement's first name is. So I got to look it up. Clement. What's his damn name? Ernie Clement. A guy who hit 277 in the regular season. This guy hit 600 in the series. I think he hit 600. 636 coming in to tonight's game. And in tonight's game, the dude goes 2 for 3. So he's hitting like probably close to 700 now in these playoffs or this series against the Yankees. Guerrero crushing the ball. The bottom of their lineup gave us the biggest problems. We couldn't get out Clement, Jimenez. Barger killed us. Like, you look at their roster. Luke's at 333. Guerrero, 529. Barger, 333. Varsho, 438. Clement, 643. That's his final batting average. I mean, look at these batting averages. Do not tell me that batting average does not matter. I said it 1,001 times. Batting average matters. Contact matters. It all matters. Like, and Aaron Boone can say whatever he wants to say. I'm not even blaming him for this game because I blame him for a lot of games. This game, I ain't blaming him for. I mean, I don't like the Grish. I thought that Volpe should have been on the bench. I thought Dominguez should have been playing in left field. I would have moved Bellinger to center. Dominguez would have played left. I would have sat Grisham too. Grisham, I would have sat Stanton as well. I would have sat Grisham. I would have sat Stanton. I would have sat Volpe. Those guys I would have all sat. I would have started Caballero at shortstop or Rosario, either one. Don't care. I would have started Ben Rice at catcher. I would have had Judge at DH, potentially. Well, potentially, but I guess he couldn't because I'm gonna sit Stanton and I'm gonna sit Grisham. I'd have Dominguez in left, Bellinger in center, Judge in right. I don't know who DHs. I have to look at the damn roster, or maybe Rice is the DH and Wells still stays at and Wells stays at catcher. But this shit was embarrassing. This was crazy to win the way we won Game 3 and show up like this with more shitty ass at bats, flailing at bad pitches. I mean, you got 2 Ks from Bellinger, 2 from Grisham, 3 from Volpe. That's 7 Ks out of 10. But whatever, bro. Season's over. Blue Jays advance. People can clown me all day. I still believe what I believe. But, batting average does matter. It absolutely matters. And the Blue Jays earned it. And I think the Blue Jays are going to be a very, very tough out for either Detroit or Seattle. It would not shock me in the least if Toronto won the World Series. It would not shock me. Because one of the biggest things you have to do in games is hit the ball. Make contact. Don't strike out. And I thought really after they gave away Game 3, because they gave away Game 3. The Yankees took it, but the Blue Jays' errors gave it away. And today, the Yankees' errors gave it right back. The Yankees' mistakes gave it right back. That's all I got, man. I got nothing left for this season. Nothing left. I thought it would go longer than this. Unfortunately, it's not. Blue Jays win the series 3-1. Congratulations to the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees got a lot of decisions to make, man. The Yankees have a lot of decisions to make. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. This is Yankees Unplugged, powered by Coming Out of the Podcast. Come on now.